right, welcome to Sport Talk on Enterprise TV, where we give you all the latest from what is happening in the world of sport, from football to tennis, and of course in the world of basketball. If you are joining us for the first time, please do well to follow us across all our social media platforms at Enterprise TV 7. My name is John Olasukomi, reporting for Sporting Duty this wonderful afternoon, and joining me virtually is Daminelli Victor Ayeton. Victor, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, John. Of course, it's been a wonderful weekend of football and sports in general. And yeah, happy Easter celebrations to you too. So it feels good.
All right, happy Easter celebration. I can see the way you're smiling. Chicken is inside the pot, but it's okay. It's all right. That's by the way. All right, we will be starting with local football, where we saw Liverpool's Stars moved closer to their first ever title after a crucial away win over Shooting Stars in a Southwest derby in Ibadan. The Sky Blues Stars got the better of Shooting Stars by a lone goal via Alex Oyowa's 38-minute effort to ensure they recorded their fifth away win of the season in Nigeria's top flight. I remember we discussed this on Friday before the match, and we said something about Shooting Stars not being with their fans, and of course the match was played behind a closed door, and Liverpool's Stars saw it coming. They took the advantage over Shooting Stars. They won that one goal to nothing away from home. They are only waiting for Rivers United to lose against Kano Pillars and they win against Niger Tornadoes, and of course they are crowned the champions of 2025 MPFL. What are your thoughts? Do you still think Rivers United can still, put a fight against Remo Stars?
All right, thank you, John. I think, like we discussed on Friday, we talked about Remo Stars going to Shooting Stars. It was doable for them because of the fans not being in the stadium. And I kid you not, if the fans were in the stadium, things could have been different because we know Remo Stars right now on the log table, they have 65 points. And then closely trailed by Rivers, who are on 58 because they won their game also, just to have the pressure on. But it's looking like a matter of when, not how. It's just like how long. It's just like how many matches more for them to bag the title. I think they need to still bag at least, if I'm correct, at least 2 more wins to guarantee that they are going to maximum have 7 points to guarantee that they are going to win the title. That means if they have 2 more wins, and they are very much closer. So they've done good one for themselves, and for Rivers United putting pressure on them. I think Remo will be able to get over the line. 4 matches left to go, and it's something that they can actually do. 65 points on the table right now, and credit to Young Oyowa who got the goal for them because it was a very, very crucial goal that was needed. And at the moment, I think Daniel Ogumodede's side are just primed to get a title. Their next game is at home against Niger Tornadoes.
Against Niger Tornadoes.
They get a win.
If they get a win, and Rivers United lose at Kano, they are champions already. That's 7 points already. They are leading by 7 points already. So if they get a win, that will be 10 points. So it is all over.
Yes, definitely. If Rivers United get to drop points in their next game. So Rivers United are just piling the unlikely pressure, hoping that maybe tables could turn, but they get 1 more win, they are a step closer to bagging their first MPFL title. And good credit must go to Daniel Ogumodede, really. As you said, it's one of the best coaches right now in the league, and he's also doing very, very well. So what we want to see from Remo Stars, win the league, take it a step better to the continental place. Let's see how far you can fight on the continental stages.
All right, let's take a look at all the results. Eyimba 2, Kano Pillars 1, Katsina United 5, Abia Warriors 1, Lobby Stars 2, Rangers International, Enugu Rangers 4, Plateau United 1, Akwa United 0, Atlant played a goalless draw against Kwara United, Rivers United defeated Sunshine Stars 1-0, Academy Warriors played a 1-0 draw against Ikorodu City. I saw the way the policemen, he guided the Ikorodu City players, their boss, when they played that 1-0 draw against Academy. There's something about this Ikorodu City, and they are doing wonderfully well. They are also fighting for continental tickets. Tornadoes 1, Bayelsa United 1, Bendel Insurance 1, Nasarawa United 1, Turia still lost at home, Shooting Stars 0. 1 to Remo Stars. Let's take a look at the Golden Boot race. Anas Yusuf from Nasarawa United with 15 goals. Shola Adelani, Ikorodu City with 11 goals. Rabi Ali, Kano Pillars 11 goals. Imegwo Dizoza, Abia Warriors 10 goals. Ayomide Cole, Ikorodu City players with 10 goals. Away from MPFL, let's move straight to foreign football. In the Premier League, Arsenal ensured that Liverpool could not secure the Premier League title on Sunday by cruising to a 4-0 victory over 10-man Ipswich, while Chelsea beat Fulham 2-1 to climb into the Champions League places. Once again, Manchester United suffered the hangover from the Europa League heroics against Lyon as Wolves won 1-0 at Old Trafford to secure a survivor. Let's talk about Arsenal. They delayed, Liverpool's party. And of course, if Arsenal get to lose against Crystal Palace, of course, Liverpool are champions. On paper, they are champions already. So what are your thoughts? What are they still playing for? The rest. What are they still playing for?
Of course, Arsenal has to secure their Champions League place. And I think to a certain extent it's going to be secured. But we all know the race of Champions League from 1st to 6th to even 7th at the moment. So Villa, Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, Newcastle are also chasing for that essential 5th spot and 4th spot, which could be displaced, which positions could be changed in a matter of coming weeks. But I think Arsenal will be home and try to bag their own Champions League place. Of course, they've been the second best team this season after Liverpool. And wave of emotions for Alexander Arnold the day after he scored that crucial winner to just make them. They just need 3 points right now to back the title. So next week they could be partying and winning the title when they play their next game. But go for Alexander Arnold getting the goal. We all know that this is his final season.
The goal that sent Ndidi to championship. That's the goal. His goal sent Ndidi to championship. It's crazy.
Nice one for Alexander Arnold on his 350th appearance for Liverpool. So you could see the emotions coming out when he scored that goal. And for Leicester, of course, they couldn't cut it. That means that mathematically all relegation places have been confirmed. Leicester, Ipswich, and Southampton are all going down. They've made the drop already. So they didn't make the cut for the top 17. So I'm good for the likes of United because they don't have to worry about relegation. But so if they lose from now till end of the season, their place is guaranteed in the EPL.
In the Premier League, and of course, you just have to focus on the Europa League.
Yeah, the Europa League is the focus.
That's the biggest gift they will definitely give all United fans out. It will be their biggest gift.
The Europa League. So, and of course, just 3 matches to go. Athletic Bilbao in the semi-finals, depending who they play in the finals. They get past Athletic Bilbao, then there'll be a sort of belief for them that they can actually win. Because this is the only thing that is, quote unquote, still keeping United's disastrous season together. And once they got out of the Europa League, nothing becomes more to play for. But this is what they are capable. You could see it's evident. Bruno was rested, came in the second half, but could not help the team to a win. And of course, credit has to go to Wolves. They held in there. United were not particularly bad on the day, but the quality of players on the pitch couldn't just do it. The likes of Eriksen, Lindelof, and Co. Not United's main team players there. We still United still have Ahmad missing out. Might probably come back probably for the second leg of the Europa League semi-final, which should be a big boost for them. And it's evidence that Amorim wants to keep his players fit for this crucial Europa League matches. And even you can hear the news come from Athletic Bilbao camp. Nico Williams is currently injured. And United fans will hope it stays that way.
Come on, don't talk about.
So it is what it is. And so let's just see how far they can go. And for Liverpool, home and try to win the league for the first time since 2020. It's a good one for them, at least. 20th league title.
All right.
Equally Manchester United on league title. So let's see if they can build on that.
I was actually waiting for that point, but it's all good. All right, let's take a look at other results. Ipswich 0, Arsenal 4. Arsenal dismantled Ipswich Town by 4 goals to nothing away from home. Manchester United lost at home 0-1. And of course, Liverpool also sent, what is it called, to relegation, talking about Leicester City. Everton 0, Man City 2, Crystal Palace 0, Bournemouth 0, West Ham 1, Southampton 1, Brentford 4, Brighton 2. And of course, today's fixtures, we'll see Tottenham host Nottingham Forest. Away from the Premier League, let's move straight to La Liga. Federico Valverde's stunning stoppage time strike kept Real Madrid in the La Liga title hunt as Carlo Ancelotti's side eventually overcame stubborn Athletic Bilbao at Bernabeu. Barca had produced their own added time drama on Saturday, coming from 3-1 down to beat Celta Vigo 4-3 thanks to Rafinha's 98-minute penalty. There is something about this Valverde strike. Did you see that goal? Victor Ayton, what a stunner from Valverde, 93rd minute. And that goal kept them in the La Liga race.
Definitely. What's a stunner for Federico Valverde. I think he has been one of the most consistent players that Madrid has had in a very, very long time, because he plays with his heart out, and happens that the goal he scored happens to be the first goal he has scored in the box this season. Because,
yes, of course.
He hardly scores in the
inside the box.
It was a well-needed strike, and very, very good one from him. And of course, very, very great player. Still helping Madrid keep the pressure on Barcelona, who almost bottled their 3-1 at a point, and before the later 1-4-3 scoring in stoppage time penalty by Rafinha. So good one for Madrid, really. Of course, there's still so much of the Copa del Rey final against Barcelona. So, and also there is the league to still go. And I think they are still going to face each other for the second leg of the El Clasico.
Should I say this is a good news for them? Lewandowski will be out for at least 3 weeks. And of course, great loss for Barcelona.
Well, yeah, but the thing is that, Barcelona, it's should I say that even if he does not play, they could still get the goals. There's still
Ferran Torres, yes, of course.
Yeah, there's still Fermin Lopez that does something, and so it's very, very something they can actually do. So, but let's see how it goes for Real Madrid. It's just 4 points between them and Barcelona. It's doable for Madrid to oust them, and what it actually means is that it's very possible that both teams walk away with the trophy this season, or both teams walk away without a trophy this season. Imagine Madrid wins the Copa del Rey and loses the La Liga, or they win the La Liga and lose the Copa del Rey. One thing has to give, or they win both, or Barcelona wins both. So it's a very, very good title race compared to the Premier League that's all done and dusted at the moment. So we're shooting our gaze to that.
All right, let's take a look at other results. Madrid 1, Bilbao 0, Barca 4, Celta Vigo 3, Villarreal 2, Sociedad 2, Sevilla 1, Alaves 1, Las Palmas 1, Atletico Madrid 0. All right, away from La Liga, let's move straight to Italian Serie A. A substitute, Riccardo Orsolini, scored a stunning 94th minute scissors kick as Bologna claimed a dramatic victory over Serie A leaders Inter Milan. Meanwhile, Bologna are up to 4th as they battle to qualify for the Champions League for a second straight season. And of course, Juventus will not be in action today. All matches in Italy has been cancelled due to Pope that passed away this morning. All right, now Inter Milan 71 points, I beg your pardon, and of course Napoli 71 points. Where is this where is the pendulum swinging to? This is a tough one.
Yeah, John.
Between Inzaghi and of course Conte.
Yeah, I think in Europe top 5 league, John, Syria has to be they have to have the hottest title chase for the Scudetto. It's very, very interesting. This is what we want to see in all the leagues, not the leagues getting done and dusted as at match the 30-32. So I think really it could swing anywhere because, of course, Inter Milan, they've been in this position before a couple of seasons now.
Yes,
so they know how to conduct themselves. For Napoli, they have a coach that has won this league with different teams. So he knows how to do that. Like even the same Inter Milan, he has won with them, the league with them. So it's something like he's been in this familiar position before. And so for me, I think Napoli started like a house on fire in the beginning of the season. People felt like it was their league to win because they had some some sizable points difference on Inter Milan, but good one by Inter because their experience, they clawed back that point. They were also leading at a point. Atalanta was also there at a point, but they've fallen off. But Inter and Napoli, I personally want Napoli to win. You know, maybe because of the McTominay thing, because McTominay has been doing very well for for Napoli, and Lukaku and McTominay in there. You know, the rejects from other teams that is not been playing with another team. It's come together to make a very good team in Napoli. Billy Gilmore, McTominay, Lukaku, and co. And you know, looking at the kind of issues that Napoli have faced pre-season and when the season started, and for them to be in this position right now shows that they're actually doing something very well. So it could swing anywhere. Apparently, Napoli and Inter Milan have played both legs in the league, so
yes, of course.
It is now down to who would blink first. The next game for Inter Milan is against AS Roma, and AS Roma at the moment
so,
they are in a.
In my own opinion, Victor, I feel Napoli will definitely take this one. You know why? Because Inter Milan are still playing the Champions League. And they'll be playing one of the biggest teams in the Champions League. So I believe they want to focus more on Champions League than the Scudetto.
Yeah, I think so, really, because I'm sure they will be agreed that the last night they lost in 2023 to Manchester City. And Inter Milan, let us be truthful, they have all what it takes to defeat Barcelona.
Yes,
mentality-wise, good attack, good midfield, good team structure. And Barcelona knows that they even have a very big game on their hands because it's not the Benfica or the Dortmund that Barcelona played in the round of season and the quarterfinal stage. So it's going to be a very tough one. So I actually feel like that might serve as a sort of distraction for them. I don't think they will hold up on two fronts. Their next game is against AS Roma. AS Roma at the moment are fighting to make European place.
Yes, of course.
And they've been getting crucial wins for themselves. No goal wins. They won 1-0 last time against Hellas Verona. So they will want to keep up that vein. And knowing that the likes of Inter Milan and Juve are not doing so greatly. And so Napoli can take out of that advantage because their games, their run of games, if I check it now, I don't have it with me, but if I check it, it still looks winnable for all of them. It looks winnable for Napoli on paper. So Inter Milan playing Roma next week, maybe they might draw the game or they might not win, might help Napoli. I feel like once Napoli can also have at least 3 points difference on Inter Milan, I think they will go on to just scramble the win. But good for Napoli. But at the moment, Inter Milan are currently top of the table by goal difference. A very good goal difference that I think is plus 13 or plus 14. But who blinks first? I think Inter Milan might just eventually blink first because of the Champions League commitment that they have. Because Napoli is only the league, and they would want to go in, put everything into winning the Scudetto.
All right, let's take a look at all the results. Bologna 1, Inter Milan 0, AC Milan 1, AC Milan 0, Atalanta 1, Monza 0, Napoli 1, Lecce 0, Como 3, Roma 1, Verona 0. That is how much we can take on our Sport Talk on Enterprise TV 7. Endeavor to subscribe and also follow us on our website at www.enterprisetvnews.com. And of course, Victor Ayeton, Daminelli has been great on the show this wonderful
afternoon. Thank you, it's been a pleasure.
My name remains John Olashkomi. Thanks for joining us.